My name is Lana Dubinsky. I've been working in product for 18 years. My first mobile app that I submitted into the App Store was at the end of 2010. And back then, you can actually get a person on the call, but it took 3 months to get anything through. So it's been a long journey for me to get here. I worked at companies like Shutterfly, ADP, and many others, and now I consult medium, small-sized companies on monetization and innovation. What I'm talking about today is optimizing monetization, but in a way that really builds user success, user loyalty, and provides an upsell in a very positive way. Okay. You build a fantastic product. You know it has value, so you want to get paid for it, usually as soon as possible. Ask yourself, do your users know what that same value is? Do they see the value in your product? Can they live without it? Not all apps are the same. Some apps will perform extremely well with a hard paywall or an upsell early on. It's really clear to see the value. Certain apps will need a little bit more time. They will need users to have an aha moment they really love the app before they see an upsell and are ready to convert. Are you ready to buy my consulting services yet? This is what it feels like for a user when they start using an app and the first thing they see is an upsell. I will take your money now, please. So you definitely want your user to feel a little more involved. You want your user to get somewhere within the product. Don't be short-sighted with your long-term goals. There's many ways to have a positive upsell. If done well, an upsell can be engaging, have a positive impact on metrics, and many other conversions. Yes, it's sometimes super enticing to put an upsell everywhere, and then you watch your conversions start rolling in, and it's really great, you're getting paid, but are you running tests to understand the long-term impact? Are you understanding the full upsell potential you could have had? What is the opportunity cost of having so many upsells or upsells this early? It's not been 2 minutes. Are you now ready to pay me? I should have put my Venmo QR code up there just in case somebody really wants to pay, but again, this is another upsell. I don't think you yet know what I do or my potential, but yet we're now asking you again to pay. And so again, this is an experience you'd like to try to avoid with certain apps, not all, but certain apps within your product. Timing dopamine equals opportunity. I think a lot of us know what dopamine is. It's a feel-good hormone that customers get when they have accomplishments, when they have recognition, social, when they win a game, sometimes someone likes something they do, or they make that purchase awesome, I found an item I really like. If you tap into your users' dopamine spikes, you can get much better result with a well-crafted upsell that delivers a dopamine surge to your users. It is very important to understand when this happens with your users so you can monetize that moment with a well-timed product offering. If you align your upsell immediately after a dopamine rush with a promise of more, the probability of getting a conversion dramatically increases. An example is an upsell here. It's for you to buy credits. It was placed immediately after a person made a purchase in the store with credits, and the upsell told them to go ahead and continue shopping, buy another credit pack. As you see, this upsell was not intrusive. It was placed on the thank you page. There's nothing additional for them to close. There's nothing offered that they wouldn't want. It makes sense. You just spent your credits. Don't you want some more? There was absolutely no drop-off for this upsell. No negative impact was felt through any of the KPI numbers. And usually when in this particular product, users complain about every single thing. No one mentioned this upsell at all. This upsell went to make millions of dollars a year. For a company that was not Facebook, millions of dollars a year for this company made a huge impact from a small upsell because users got into a habit of spending their credits and then just buying more. It became habit forming for them. I want to talk a little bit, and some people have spoken about it earlier today, about customization and predictive upsells. All users want to feel special. They're a lot more likely to make a purchase from your ads, from your content, if it feels customized for them. In many cases, you already have at least some basic information from your users to give them an upsell. Companies like Shutterfly, Amazon, weight loss and exercise apps serve up upsells that customize their picture, your shopping preferences, your habits, your goals, and your expectations. If you're offering an exercise routine, a workout routine in your app, someone who has a specific size, specific age, specific expectation would get a different routine than someone else. Someone may want to be lean versus someone else may want to bulk up. Now imagine if everybody got absolutely the same exercise experience and had to pay a monthly subscription. Not something most users would really open their wallets for. Similar to fashion and product sales, if I wear Converse and flats all day long, showing me a high heel, probably not going to convert me as a customer. Your ad money will go to waste, and so will your upsell opportunities. It's really important to focus and make your user profiles. You have user information. Use algorithms to serve your users what they're looking for. Use AI and machine learning to make custom upsells and ads that really make your users feel special. Reciprocity is an upsell most people don't seem to think about. There's a lot of research done to help us understand how gifting and receiving brings us a joy and highlighted level of dopamine. While working at a gaming company, I tracked revenue spent on gifting to others versus buying for yourself. That number is actually quite a bit higher than anyone predicted. So what we did was we focused on upsell and gifting even further. We did upsells to gift your friends, and then in return, we of course upsold the friends to return and buy you a gift in return. We all feel like we're obligated most of the time. You have to do it back. We had incredible conversion rates on just monetizing reciprocity. Even something as simple as a thank you button to thank someone for a gift was turned into an upsell to say, hey, Jack loved your gift. He's super thankful. Do you want to buy Donnie a gift as well? Worded slightly differently, but the point was, if you just had a dopamine hit, you got a thank you, they loved it, don't you want to keep that going by buying a gift to someone else? Prompt your users to gift themselves as well. This is simple, but most companies don't do it. You want your users to treat themselves. A lot of the jewelry companies are going after this now in their ads. Buy yourself diamonds, buy yourself jewelry. A lot of customers do leave things in the cart, or you have a wish list, or you have items saved for later. This is an excellent way to upsell your users by prompting them to give themselves. And lastly, please don't be a Grinch. Gift your users things. They don't have to be of monetary value all the time, but gifting your users to make them feel good, making them feel like you're invested in them, or if you must, give us an upsell with happy holidays, here's a month for free if you subscribe for a year or extend by another year. In short, gifting upsells is a gift that just keeps on giving. You spend a lot of money promoting your apps, a lot. I mean, we've had a lot of people tell you how you need to spend your money, and millions of dollars go to spend every year. It's really important once a user downloads your app for them to see the value and understand what they're spending their money on. Have you ever used an app and later found out they had some awesome features hidden behind the paywall because you weren't a paid user in the beginning? I've personally found a bunch of features in many apps later on when I went to their subscription page listed that were not readily available for me to see. People spend actual development time hiding features from users that are paid. Why? Always show every feature, and when users attempt to use them, then give them a nice upsell, or maybe possibly a short trial. It's a thrill to discover or find something you need. All your content should be available, even if in limited free trial or with an upsell pop-up. A new feature, game, level, a class should be front and center, and when users feel excited about finding them, show them an upsell or a limited trial. This is a favorite for many people. Monetizing on FOMO has been many people's go-to and favorite by far. Amazon Prime Day has this down to an art. People are borderline salivating just before Prime Day starts. The next one is in October if you want to start your engines. Today I want to talk about monetizing FOMO though in the really positive ways for a user. That comes in terms of recognition, providing users more information for them to make a decision to buy, and gamifying some portions of your app. VIP rewards and loyalty is nothing new, but I'm seeing that many companies don't give their top users or customers any visual notoriety or recognition because they're paid, because they're VIP, because they're subscribers. I interviewed hundreds of users in a company with a VIP subscription. Out of many VIP perks, and they had many VIP perks, one of the top was always the VIP badge, that everyone could see. They wanted to show off their status to everyone. And in reality, they wanted to be a free billboard for you and for your subscription. You could create a FOMO discovery upsell that allows other users to click on their badge and give them an upsell of how they too can get the badge and sign up for their subscriptions. Information is also a huge driver of decision-making and an opportunity to sell. Users want to know how many people took a class, read a book, purchased a mug. Seeing reviews, how popular something is, helps users make a purchase. A lot of companies don't quite give users enough information, and although this may not seem like a direct upsell, sometimes people have analysis paralysis, sometimes they simply don't know what to pick. Even on having your 3 subscription options and having one clearly state that it's the most popular, that is a form of an upsell, telling them that everybody buys this, everybody chooses this, don't you want to get that as well? So help your users see what you want them to see and make the purchase. Gamification, I think I can talk for an hour about it if I really need to. But gamification is not only for games. It's an intricate part of many top apps and creates a fun ways for users to interact with product and each other and creates many opportunities to upsell and promote your app. Peloton, for example, has leaderboards and they have user badges. You earn them by doing 100 rides, 300 rides, riding with your friends. This is a friendly competition. It's very positive. It supports continuous subscriptions these users may have canceled otherwise. Lastly, it's really important to understand your user. Everything your user does, it's important to track and use UI and AI and use machine learning to create profiles, to give recommendations to your users. It's not as manual as it used to be. A lot of this could be calculated for you, but a lot of people choose to not to do it. And also, A/B test everything. A/B testing, it's really insightful, and it's not just your conversion numbers you should be looking at. Understand the long-term impact of your retention, your LTV, and your other KPIs for users. In closing, there's countless ways to monetize, but if done in a very positive way, it could give your users a better experience and a more long-term paid and loyal clients. You spend millions on promoting your apps, get a better ROI on your investment, and increase your LTV and conversions overall. Now that you had a nice chance to see my presentation, send me a message or chat about your app and how it can make a meaningful impact for your bottom line and your users. Thank you.